is going well. I know many of us are really deep into our homeschool planning, putting our rooms together so that we can really be set up for efficiency and smooth running for our school term. So I thought it would be nice to go ahead and just show you set up for the 2023-2024 homeschool year. And it's just to inspire you to get things going if you haven't already, and honestly to let you know that you can set up your homeschool space in any area of your home that works well for you. This is actually the main dining area in our home, and we use it specifically for our schooling. Join me today as I take you on a little tour of our homeschool room. So here we have the main area where my students sit, and this was actually also our kitchen dining eating table. I know many moms out there go ahead and homeschool around their table, and we like this one because it was long and spacious for everyone to sit down and have room to do their work. It also doubles as a craft area. So we house some crafting tools, and we also house our general supply of pencils, pens, and things, rulers, erasers that will be needed for the school term. These are our favorite erasers. If you haven't tried these, the Pentel high polymer eraser, it works so very well. And then we have this separate area where we will keep the crafts, crochet tools, knitting tools, sewing tools, pins, and so forth that my girls need to do their sewing, and then my daughter's craft kit and books that she needs we can just house on the table as well, because it's a long table to accommodate everything. Then over here we have the fridge in the corner that we can use to house extra things, overflow, snacks, fruits, things like that. And it's just nice to have in the homeschool room right by your side for quick access. And then we have just decorated the walls and so forth very simply and easily. We have some fraction, multiplication, division charts, parts of speech, grammar charts here that anyone can easily access. Just quick, easy reference tools. And then we have our map here, neutral in color. I find that I like peaceful colors in our space, something that's not distracting or overwhelming for myself or for our students. So the decor is very simple, nothing fancy, just so simple, and we just picked that up for a very good price, and it's been with us for many years. It works so very well when we're doing our geography studies and just learning about the world and where we are in relation to everyone else. We also have this perpetual calendar here, which I really enjoy having. It's easy. Any of my students can go ahead and turn it each day to reflect the date, the month, and the day that we're in, so I never have to buy a calendar again. I'm always into having things that work very well, sturdy, and last long, and something that can be used over and over again. And that perpetual calendar is really a great thing to have, so that you're not having to buy the wall calendars for every single year. And then I just have a simple cursive chart on the top area here. It's just a panel layout so that my students that are learning cursive or trying to brush up on their formation of the lettering can have it readily available and just in a neutral palette as well. And then if you look over here, we also have a place value chart just to give little quick reminders about where our number values are. And then here we have my just a little mini workstation where I'm housing our globe, our table globe, which is very nice to have because now your students can see how the world is situated, the curvature, and how all these wonderful countries fit in our earth. It was very sturdy too, I find, and it's very useful. It's on its own stand. And then I have my little printer station here. I do a lot of printing. If you have looked at some of my other videos, you'll see that I print out a lot of classic books, those that are out of print, and then I go ahead and I use my binding tool, which is right here on my desk as we pan over. It's from the Fellows brand. It's really a good buy if ever you need to have a binder. I would definitely look into this brand. It's well made and sturdy, and it really does a wonderful job for my printing needs. And here we are at my teacher's desk. I just have a few simple things to arrange it so that things run orderly and smoothly for myself. My computer here, I have my lighting in case I need for those early mornings when I wake up and do my Bible reading, planning, and I don't want to turn on the lights yet. I have my little desk light. And then we have a few other supplies here, my pencils, pens. And then I have my caddy housing my Bible, student tools, Hebrew Bible books, copies for myself for my teaching, Book of Centuries, and many other things. And I also house my annual progress binder here so that I can easily access it and put my students' files and things nicely organized as we move on in the year so that there's no scrambling at the end of the year. So I would definitely recommend setting up your binder. I put the information in some folders that close for each of my students, and that way it keeps everybody organized and set. And here we have our Bible scripture memory container here, and I just house it here on the desk so that it's ready and available. And many of these things you can see in some of the curriculum videos that I have done most recently. So this is a great tool to have, and once you have memorized your Bible verses, you can go ahead and file them alphabetically here. And then if we need room, I can always house it in a larger vessel, but for now this one works very well. And then this desk also allows me to keep further supplies within, which are just easily accessible. And then if we come around this way, this is my teacher's cart where I house many of the books, especially for my second grade student, all the things that I'm going to be using for him. We also have some readers. We had tried the All About Reading curriculum, and we just pretty much more so like the readers. He enjoys these, so I keep these around just for fun so that we can practice our reading and then have another additional reading book. But this is our main reading curriculum, which I showed in my reading and writing video. If you haven't seen that, definitely take a look. I'll link my curriculum videos so that you can see those. And then we have our math, we have our McGuffey writing workbook sheets, our nature journal, and then a few other handy things here on our cart. And then same thing here for some of my older students, and I'll be doing a video review on my home economics curriculum as our enrichment studies, and then a few other supplies for when we do our clay sculpting for our enrichment studies. And I also house the chalk and the eraser here. It's just easily accessible for everyone. And this sharpener has been with us for many years. It's so very useful, works well, and everybody can easily access it here on the desk. And then over here in this corner is where I house my students' carts, and they can easily come and grab the books that they need. It's already arranged for our upcoming school year so that we are all set and ready to go for the first day of school. And I color coded it so that everybody knows exactly whose cart is who, to keep the organization going in that way. Next up, we are going to be looking at our bookshelf. So we have a library here that we have been working on over the years so that we have our own little resources as we see the need. And I have quite a few resources going all the way up even into high school that I found for very good prices over time, so I went ahead and grabbed it. We already have our resources for high school biology, chemistry, physics, anatomy and physiology, a few more science resources, some things we haven't read yet that I have, some more high school books, and then we have our more so elementary shelf, middle school shelf here. It's not arranged in too much order at the moment, but the children can easily come and pick the books that they would like to read and look at, and it really just helps to have your own library of resources, and then you add to it as you go along over time. And then if we come across over here, I'll just show you the last area. Well, this is our Bible resource area. I have a few Bibles here, and I have some readings that I will plan for us to go ahead and go through over time. Just resources mainly for myself right now. And then we're gonna come down here, and then I'm just gonna show you our supply cabinet area just to keep things nice and in order so that we can easily access pencils, pens, binder clips, erasers, glue, things like that, as we see that we need as the school term moves through. Here we have some encyclopedias if ever we need to use it, and then just a few areas of old curriculum that I'm keeping just to have as a resource if ever we want to have additional information that we'd like to review. But right now we are doing our Charlotte Mason spine for many things, our Saxon math, our McGuffies and so forth, like I had shown in my previous curriculum videos. But these are just resources that I still have on hand, and I'll keep just to have as a secondary source of review if in case we wanted to look over a certain topic. It helps to have a comparison. And that is it for our homeschool room tour. I hope that this has been an inspiration for you, and that your homeschool planning and your upcoming academic year will be so blessed and productive. And if you have any questions about anything that I have spoken about or shown, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I look forward to sharing more homeschool videos with you and things that I have found to be a help for myself and family. please do leave in the comments below the things that you're doing to help to prepare yourself for your homeschool year. I'll also be doing an upcoming video on pre-reading my children's curriculum and the importance of doing that for our homeschool year, as well as a few more homeschool videos and information. Until next time, do all you can to be more and more sustainable and be blessed.